Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Hayley Osborne Show. I am very happy to be in your ears wherever you are listening today. This is episode 143, and it's early on in the year. So I wanted to chat with you today about how to make money, not make money, how to make more money in your business in 2025, because I know that at the start of the year, we set ourselves some really big goals, and sometimes we think, okay, well, if it's a financial goal that I want to make X amount, well, and then, we end up in our business looking over what we're doing and what we're not doing, or you just kind of go gangbusters and you keep doing the same things that you did last year with the hope to make more money than what you did last year. But, rain check, if you are doing exactly the same things that you were doing last year and you haven't really thought about the bigger picture on how you are actually going to make that extra revenue, then your chances are that you will not. You will be in the same place at the end of this year that you were at the start of last year and at the end of last year. So, I think that if you've always done what you've always done, and you always have what you've always got. And so I think it is really nice to sit back and think about, okay, so if I want to make $1 million in my business this year, what do I need to do differently? What do I need to, and I really don't like, I have massive goals, but I do not intend on working like triple as hard to reach those goals. So, what do I need to do to get smarter, but not work harder? Look, I am all for hard work, and, proof as I'm recording this podcast episode, it's actually 10:30 at night. Um, I'm pre-recording it, obviously, but I have a busy life, and the podcast is something that I truly value because it is the best thing that my audience can consume from me for free in your ears to learn and educate and upskill yourself on how to create better marketing, with hopefully the least amount of time and effort in your business. And I am like the mentor in your back pocket. And this podcast is, it means a lot to me because it means that I can reach as many business owners as possible with the least amount of investment on your part as possible. And it's a really lovely entry level into working with me. And so that's why I love to do this podcast. And I have, what I like to tell my clients that by you not sharing, especially through your marketing, the value that you can provide to this world, your zone of genius and what you have to offer, you're really doing a disservice to everybody out there that needs what it is that you have to offer. And they might not know that they need it just yet. Okay. But you don't know what you don't know. And there might be lots of different people that do what you do, but the people that you resonate with are going to hear it differently from you than they hear it differently from someone else. Okay. So there's, how many coffee shops are there? But there is a reason why people keep going back to the same one. What resonates with me and how I learn is different to other people. And I know women and men learn differently as well. And it is just what it is. And, just through like my networking and the way that I love to talk to different people, a lot of men in business listen to male podcasts. So men that run podcasts, a lot of women in business listen to women that have podcasts and so on and so forth. And so anyway, we digress, but I wanted to come to the party with a bit of a really rocket up your bum episode today with how to make more money in your business in 2025, because everybody wants to make more money. And I do believe there is enough to go around for everybody. And so why can't we? It's not, I'll take from here and I'll earn more money here and this person will earn less. It doesn't work like that. Okay. A rising tide lifts all boats, and it is a beautiful thing. So we all want to make more money in our businesses because we're not here for a haircut. And I truly, truly believe that. And so neither are you. And neither am I. And speaking of haircuts, oh my goodness, I had my baby 6 months ago, and that's how long it's been since I've had a haircut. So if you're watching on YouTube and you are looking at my hair going, oh my gosh, Hayley, you have the most beautiful curly hair. And, obviously, if you follow me on my socials or anywhere, you know that I've got quite curly hair. These babies haven't been cut for 6 months, or a little over 6 months now. And you can't even tell because it's curly. And so I don't sweat the small stuff. It is what it is. And I might sometimes just give my own hair a bit of a trim. Anyway, okay, so let's get into today's episode. And, that was an epic intro, but this is an epic podcast episode because I want you to make more money in your business in 2025. And I feel like if you are thinking that your growth might have hit a bit of a plateau, I want to talk about thinking outside of the box today. So I want you to think about what are the current revenue streams that you have inside of your business and get creative with what they look like. Now, sometimes we're so close to these that we can't see them anymore. And that's where I really come in to help you. And that's what my one-on-one clients get from me. So if you are thinking about, oh my God, Hayley, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't actually know how I could add anything more into my business. Trust me, you could, because way back when I started, I didn't think that I had any extra revenue streams to add into my business. And my ascension model now looks like a backflip version, completely different to what it did when I started my business and how I've added revenue streams into my business. And I actually can't believe, looking back, if you had have told my 5 year ago self that my business would look like this today, I would call absolute bullshit on that. But it's true. So if you can't get creative with your revenue streams and you're putting your feet in the sand right now, I would love to chat with you about opening that up and what that could look like for you to add in extra revenue streams for you to be able to make more money in your business in 2025. And it might also be as simple as, and I haven't included this in any of the things I want to talk about today, also putting up your prices. So that's not in today's episode, but that's an obvious one. So I think you can get really creative with what you do and how you add those into your business. And I think it's important to look at your ascension model. Now, if you don't know what ascension means and what an ascension model is, and I just spoke about this in my magnetic marketing formula, your ascension model, it basically is, think of it like an arrow pointing upwards in, a square box. So on the vertical, going upwards, horizontal, vertical, in the middle of that, going upwards, the trajectory, right? And so at the bottom, so for me, that would be my podcast, right? So if you want to learn from me for free, you listen to my podcast or you look at my social media. I am on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, everywhere. That is how you can learn from me, and that is how you can have me in your pocket and in your ears for free. And then what is the next thing that people would come in to work with me? So that's my short course. So that is Magnetic Marketing Formula. And that is my 8-week signature course on how to grow your business, starting from your foundations and everything that you need in order to build that beautifully to retain customers for the long haul. Okay, so that's that. Then we go up to my membership. So that's like the next tier. Superhero marketing is the next tier up in my ascension model of how people can work with me. The next thing up is my social media strategy, and then marketing strategy, and then one-on-one coaching, and then my VIP days. And so that is how my ascension model works. So have a think about what that looks like for you. Do you have something entry in your business that makes it really easy for people to work with you and makes you accessible for the least amount of investment possible on their behalf? Because people have to get to know, like, and trust you before they can buy from you. Okay? They will not buy from you if they don't know you, they don't like you, and they don't trust you. There's many ways to build out that know, like, and trust. So it can be through your social media. Okay. But remember, that's a really cold audience. All right. Your socials are a cold audience. It can be through your email marketing, that know, like, and trust. Warm audience, perfect, beautiful. But how can you give the extra edge? Have you been thinking about starting a podcast? If that scares the absolute bejesus out of you, it scared me too when I was thinking about starting a podcast, then you need to come and talk to me. Because you're looking at a gal who had to script the whole episode before she could even press record. Yes, I did that. To now having dot points, or maybe not even, just knowing what subject matter I'm going to talk about and be able to reach the full flex of what I want to say without too many pauses or ums and ahs or really procrastinating on anything and wasting time, because I know that your time is precious and so is mine. And so I've gotten really good at it. So if you're thinking, oh, I really want to start a podcast, that would be a really great entry level way of people getting to know, like, and trust me. Do it. Just do it. And if you don't know how, let's chat. I'm living proof that it can be done and that it is successful. And there's a few things in the pipeline with this podcast that has blown my mind that will be coming in 2025. So stay tuned. But anyway, I want you to make sure that your ascension model is fully optimized. Okay. So that way that you can step into this year with a solid plan to scale your business to be able to make more money. Now, 5 years ago, I never had a podcast. I never had a membership. I never had a course. I don't even know. I think I was doing social media strategies and marketing strategies for clients. But my business was so, so different. So if I can do it, then you can do it. I guarantee this. I guarantee it. So I think I see so many businesses get to a bit of a point of stagnation. All right. And I think it's not always about lack of effort, but it's more about lack of strategy. So you can still stagnate and bust your ass every single day and work so hard in your business. But often it's mostly because of a lack of strategy. And that means that a lack of planning. Okay. So I think that businesses get stuck, and I said this before, in a cycle of doing what has always worked without questioning whether or not that is the best approach to move forward. And I think you need to be able to identify what these gaps are in how you make your money, okay, your revenue. What are the things that you do in your business to make your money, and to be able to fill those gaps and plug those holes. So without you doing that, you won't be able to figure out what other income streams you might like to add, or whether or not you need to optimize your current things that you do and offer so that they work harder for you. So now I look after still a small handful of social media management clients. I am a marketer, I am a brand manager. And like, by trade, that's what I do. That's what I've done for some of the biggest brands in the world. And I've been running my business now for 7 years. When I started my business, that's what I did. And so for a handful of clients, I still look after their marketing, and that includes social media management plus a whole heap of other stuff. And I absolutely love it. However, those clients, I do pick and choose who I work with, and usually they're high level service based businesses. That's in my repertoire. I only have a certain amount of spots because I I'm only one person and I want to deliver a really epic result. And so whenever anyone comes to me just for social media management, I usually say no, simply because that's not like the one thing that I would do standalone. But when I initially started, I added in a social media strategy. So to come into my world, if you want me to manage your socials, we need to figure out a strategy first. So that was one way that I optimized an offering that I had and made it work harder for me. But I was doing the work anyway, and it just got better and better and better. And then I monetized it. And that was one of the best things I ever did. Just going to have a little cup of tea. And the reason for that is because now it's got me to exactly where I am now. So if I had never had done that, then I would never be in this situation now. And so think like diversifying your income streams. Do you have an entry level piece that people can consume that is yours. So that looks like a book, or it looks like a podcast, or it could be as simple as a blog. Okay, so I have a blog and a podcast. So I think that a podcast is the best thing you could possibly do in your business. But if you think, oh my God, Hayley, I just don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. It seems so hard. Trust me, it's not. Let's have a chat. I would love to help you. And I think so when we then look at outside of the box revenue streams, I think if you want to increase your revenue in 2025, it's time to get creative. Creativity in this day and age is the thing that will win you huge brownie points and golden tickets and extra zeros in the bank because, you know, seeing AI do everything for everyone. And by nature, I think, you know, entrepreneurs and business owners are creative. I am such a creative person. I live to uh, develop different ideas, and that's just why I love what I do. I love helping business owners so much. I know that small business owners make up majority of the economy, and it's my job to help you to give back the epic amounts of creativity that just comes naturally to me to be able to up level you. And so I think I've come up with some ways for you to expand your income without working harder. Now, you might think, oh my gosh, Hayley, what's she going to say? I'm not going to say anything that's not going to require hard work. Because unfortunately, reality check, like if you watch some people's Instagram accounts, you know, there is no hard work that isn't achieved to enable you to spend just 10 hours a week on a beach making, you know, 6 and 7 figures a year. It's total bullshit, guys. You need to work hard to achieve those goals. Okay. Those people that are saying that they are doing that, they are lying because I know, and so many people in my world also call bullshit on that. It is complete bullshit. And then you've got like your faceless Instagram accounts. And if you do this, then you can make this much money too. Guys, it doesn't come without hard work. So if you want to increase your revenue, yes, you need to work harder by adding in extra revenue streams into your business. Okay. It doesn't just come naturally. So you have to think about what those revenue streams are. And, you know, just recently for me, it was a super big light bulb moment of things working, my funnels working. I have been setting up different funnels in my business for such a long time, and now they are working beautifully. And, you know, when you hear people say my funnels are funneling, if you don't know what that means, let's chat because we need to make sure that in 2025, your funnel is funneling. It is doing exactly what you wanted it to do to add in extra revenue streams for you and extra revenue for you. Okay. So the first way to expand your income, hopefully without not working harder in the long run. So I'm talking broader than one-on-one, is subscriptions and memberships. Okay. So for like those things, so it could be a membership like mine, for example, or a subscription model. So I see a lot of beauticians doing a subscription model. So you can have X amount of facials a month or, you know, that kind of thing. And that is working quite well these days, or for me, like, and that's new. That's a new thing for beauticians. And then for service-based businesses, think, could you have a membership? And what does that look like for you? And like any industry, you can definitely have a membership. Memberships are quite difficult. You always have to be on. But if you're like me and you love teaching, you love working with people, you love creating groups of humans that are amazing and connecting people. I love that so much. That's why it works for me. And I love showing up. And if you don't love showing up, then that's cool. I'm happy to show up when I'm on holidays too. So if I have a masterclass inside my membership and I am away for a week or whatever, I will deliver that masterclass because I love it. It is not like work for me. And I think that's the difference between lots of people that think about memberships being quite hard is I actually really love what I do. So it doesn't feel like work. So I'm going to do it from anywhere in the world. So could you offer an exclusive membership in your business? Is that something that you could add? So think masterclasses, coaching call, VIP access. Um, there's lots like workbooks, different resources, like epic amounts of value. Is that something that you would like? Now, it doesn't come easy because you have to build it. Okay. So again, like I said, I'm not going to suggest things to you that are, oh, that's super easy, Hayley. No, you have to build it. But once you build it, that's where it's really beautiful. The next one want to talk about is like affiliate and referral partnerships. So is there something out there that is a business that complements or a product that complements what you do? And could you collaborate with each other and cross promote each other's products or services via affiliate links? Now, this is a beautiful thing, and this is kind of like a silent thing that happens in the background that you can make money from. And there's lots of different ways. So I know Remarkable had something, if anyone has a Remarkable, when they first started their business, that they had a huge affiliate program of every time you referred a customer to them and they bought a Remarkable through your link, they gave you $50. So imagine if you were referring and four people, if you had a huge network and you referred four people a month even to purchase a Remarkable and they did on your link, that's an extra $200 a month that you never would have got. And you haven't actually done anything. You've just sent a link and they've purchased it. So, are there complementary businesses that you could collaborate with that you can cross promote each other's products or services? I think that's a brilliant idea. And it's actually very easy. So, if you've ever been an affiliate for anyone, you'll know that, yeah, you may need to put out a few social media posts or emails or things like that. But you don't have to do the work because usually whoever you're an affiliate for will give you all of that. And that's a beautiful way to add extra revenue into your businessing. The other one I want to talk about is workshops alone. So if you haven't had or thought of creating physical workshops inside of your business, that's something that can add beautiful revenue into your business. You know, if you were to do one a quarter, all right, and you say you had 15 seats because they really need to be intimate workshops and you sold every seat for $1,000, do the maths, right? It's pretty good revenue. So I think that that is an option to add in extra revenue streams into your business to be able to make more money in 2025. So if you haven't delivered a workshop, could you deliver a workshop? Does the business that you have and run allow you or could allow you to deliver a workshop? And if you're thinking, oh, I just don't know what I would talk about, have a really good think because you probably could. The next one is very obvious. So digital products. So in 2024, I added another digital product into my world, and that was Magnetic Marketing Formula, my short course. And so I think that if you offer a service, so if you're a service-based business, could you package up a particular piece of knowledge, okay, and put it into a course? So now I've delivered the Magnetic Marketing Formula once to the beautiful, awesome humans that came through that course. I've got everything now that I could, if I wanted to, put it on Evergreen, okay, and sell it on autopilot, okay, without me doing anything. I could launch it, totally launch it, but I wouldn't need to deliver the course in person because I have everything. Do I want to do that? I'm not sure. I really like delivering things in person. So I've got everything now. I've got the slides, the workbooks. It's completely done. And that's really exciting. So is that something that you could do in 2025? Now, I just want to say that magnetic marketing formula was in my back pocket for a few years. So I had been thinking about it. It didn't have a name, but I knew exactly what I wanted to do. Then I brought it to life and I said to myself, I did have a baby in the middle of last year. And I said to myself, I need to launch and deliver this course pretty much before the end of 2025. And I knew that I had a small human and I did it. And I can't believe I did it, but I did it. And I'm really proud of myself. And so if I can do it, you can do it. Okay. And if you don't know how, I am the person to show you how because I am living proof that it can be done and it can be done well and fast and you can launch like a champ, even on a budget. So I launched the magnetic marketing formula. And I didn't even leave my house. I had creative ways that I launched it. I brought in different things into my office that cost me minimal. Okay. And I would have paid a little bit, but it cost me minimal. I didn't have a photo shoot because, oh my God, I wasn't ready to have another brand shoot. Like, baby, hello, like nothing fitted me. Anyway, and I did that. And so if you're thinking I couldn't, trust me, you could. You could completely create a digital product in your business if you have a service-based business and launch it and nail it because I did. And if I can do it, anyone can do it. The next thing I want to talk about is done with you offers. So some clients want to do it themselves. So and others want done for you services. Okay. So where is the middle ground there? So have you got, obviously you would have you would have done for you services, I would assume. Do you have do it yourself services? So they're two different things. But what about in the middle? So for me, in the middle, where you guide your client through doing that, that's my one-on-one coaching. So that's the middle ground, right? Where you guide your clients through a step-by-step process on how to do it themselves because lots of people want their hand held to do something, but ultimately to learn so that way they can go away and do it themselves in the future. Do you have an offer like that to add in an extra revenue stream in your business that can make you more money in 2025? If you don't, I suggest you get to it and start thinking about what could you do to be able to guide somebody to almost do what you do, but in their world. So that is another way to be able to make more money in 2025. And I think that's a beautiful way because you are imparting your beautiful knowledge that you've taken years and years to build onto someone else to help them with their business and to grow. Rising tide lifts all ships as far as I'm concerned. So I think done with you offers is a really good thing to have in your business. Bear in mind everything that I'm talking about is loaded. So you'll need a landing page for people to land. You'll need to launch it in your socials. You will need branding. You will need captions. You will need storytelling. You'll need all these things to be able to build in extra revenue streams into your business. But ultimately, the end goal makes you more money. And that is the end product, right? So the done with you offers is awesome. I love it. That's my one-on-one coaching. And then there's the VIP offers. So I have a VIP day, and that is the most high ticket version of what I do. And that pretty much is for people that want a bespoke experience with me. And it is a high powered, intense, full day, laser focused marketing strategy session where we do everything. So you spend a whole day with me from go to woe. It's a bit luxe as well. So we have it in a beautiful place and there is catering and we eat and it's very lovely. But you come out with a full tailored strategy of exactly what you're going to do and how you're going to get there, which I absolutely love. So what does that look like for you? Do you have a absolute VIP version of a offer that you can add into your business that you've been thinking about, but you just need to bring it to life? That's something that is definitely higher ticket. So it definitely will make you more money in 2025. You just have to, whatever is stopping you, just do it. Just lean in and do it. The only one that is critical about what you are doing, even if you think your friends and family are watching, and trust me, like I have that in my world, I don't know if I'm being judged or not by like I've got a big network, but at the end of the day, I don't really care what people think about me. I care about what I think about me and how good of a job I'm doing at helping the people that I want to help. And that's all that really matters. As long as I'm helping you to grow and learn and I'm educating you, knowledge is power, then I've done my job. And so I think that's pretty awesome. So I think have a think about what is that big, bold VIP offer that you think, oh my God, it's a bit scary, a little bit of vomit in your mouth comes out because you're like, well, that makes me feel sick to my stomach. If I think about adding this price to that offer and putting it out there, trust me, that is what you need to do this year. The one that makes you a little bit sick is the thing that you need to launch. Because what's going to happen when it works? uh, I think that you will realize and kick yourself that you should have done it sooner. Okay, so what does that VIP offer look like for you? So now that I've spoken about all those things, do you think that after going through that, your all the little boxes in your ascension model are all ticked? Okay. So if they are not, it's time to have a think about the clear pathway that is going to move you from where you are right now to be able to hit your goals of where you want to be at the end of 2025. Okay. So I think, is it a entry level offer that you're missing? Is it core offers that you think that could be a little bit stronger? Do you have any upsell or add-ons? What does that look like in your world? And then are you retaining clients? That's a massive one because it's a lot harder. I forget what the percentage is to attract a new client than it is to retain an existing one. So are you retaining clients? And then have a think about what kind of premium offers that you have. And are they exclusive enough to be able to warrant adding that huge price point to invest with you? And I think that, if you want to make more money in 2025, you need to firstly have a look at your revenue streams and what they are right now, but make sure that your business is really set up to maximize those current revenue streams with as little work from you as possible. So we're talking systems and processes. Now, in order to set these things up, it is hard work. It is hard work. However, hard work pays off in the long run. And so I really encourage you to lean in, think about what that looks like for you this year. And even if you just start by brainstorming one extra revenue option and new stream that aligns with your business goals and your vision, that's a great start. Okay. And even if it takes you like half a year, 6 months to create it and build it, you could actually have two this year that you add into your business. Okay. Even three, depending on what you do. So if you need help figuring all this out, come and join me. If you're not subscribed to my email list, there's lots of goodness there. But the wait list is open for superhero marketing. So come and join me inside where we go deep into strategies that really help business owners like you to scale in a way that feels really aligned and sustainable. If the membership isn't for you, then there's the magnetic marketing formula, which will be opening soon as well. And you can go and add yourself to the waitlist there too. Or, if you're thinking that one-on-one in some way, shape, or form is going to be the thing that you need to fast track your results, then I am all ears. You can book in a 30-minute free strategy session with me, and we can have a look at the best ways to be able to help you to get unstuck. That could be one-on-one coaching, it could be a social media strategy or a marketing strategy, but I'm pretty honest, to be fair, what I think that like most business owners that I catch up with need. And if you don't need it, you don't need it, but you just need a bit of a little push in the right direction. But that's it for today, guys. If you've loved this episode, I would love you to screenshot it for me and share it. Tag me on Instagram or Facebook, share it in your stories. And let's make 2025 the year that you step into making the most money and the most profit and the most fulfilled you've ever been in your business. And I will catch you next week for another episode of the Hayley Osborne Show.